All right, good morning. Let's all start on our chair. Leaning against the back of the chair. Again, if you have a block, you can go ahead and place the block in between your shoulder blades and just supporting your whole entire spine so that you can sit up taller. Taking this moment to wiggle it out, your body, maybe rolling the shoulder back and away. And then manually take your flesh out of your sit bones and root down through your sitting bones. As you sit up tall, close your eyes. Notice if your feet are able to connect to the ground. If your chair is a little higher, you might not, and that's okay. Allow your legs to dangle. Connect yourself to this moment, to this space that you're in. And when you're comfortable, your eyes. Close your eyes fully, top to bottom. And then just settle in. Get to know the body started to become a little more still. Start to notice your lower part of your body becomes heavy. So start to feel your pelvic floor, your thighs, your legs, your knees, your feet and your ankles, and even your toes start to soften. Bring your attention to just whatever you're feeling, maybe some sensations in your hips or other areas in your lower part of your body. Breathing into those sensations and notice that they will pass. You're just paying attention to how you feel in your physical body. Nothing to change. The shape you're in is exactly where you need to be. Shining a little bit more softness into your lower part of your body. Begin to send your attention to the core of your pelvis. And bringing this energy up. Notice that the energy travels through your spine up to the back of your skull and through the crown of your head, reaching this energy upward, skyward. As you continue to lengthen your spine nice and long, feel for your lower part of your body, relate to your stability, relate to the place you are in being secure, you are protected, and you are being cared for in this space. You also feel the strength within you here. Allow your lower part of your body anchoring down to the earth. And let your upper body be light, be airy, buoyant, and vibrant. Connecting your upper body to an air quality. Feeling how your collarbones spread apart as you lift your chest and sternum up. And keep your shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Stay present where you are. Connect yourself back to your breath. A normal rhythm in, a normal rhythm out is your natural rhythm. You go at your own pace. Filling up your lungs until it's full. On your inhale, very natural breath. And on the exhale, emptying the breath out. Feel the spine lifting on inhale. And feel the body softening on exhale. Notice if you're holding tension in your face, the muscle between your eyebrows. The muscle between your eyebrows always holds a lot of tension when we're tense or worried. Can you soften the place between your eyebrows and also the place on the side of your temples? Imagine someone is giving you a little massage on those areas to soften your face. Feel your eyelids softening and becomes heavy. You're gazing inwardly behind the closed eyes. Resting your gaze quiet and still behind the closed eyes. Now start to feel the soft skin draping over from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Like a little cape or blankets that you are covering yourself with. You stay in this beautiful, beautiful, vibrant, yet soft energy. Start to feel your outer layer of yourself melting. And yet your innermost self is vibrant and expanding. You're wrapping yourself up in this really warm, soft cocoon. And as you're doing so, your body started to heal. Your body started to become quiet. Coming back to a digest and resting state where your body naturally starts to repair on its own. And scanning your body from head to your toes and notice if there's any spots or places that needed your attention right now. So they might be signaling you by giving you a little tingly feelings or any tightness or any sort of sensations to tell you, I need some attention today. Or is that you start to notice maybe the way you move, your habitual ways will cause this tension. Are you hanging on or gripping in that certain part of your body? Can you let go of some of the tensions? So when we practice, we continue to listen to our body and discover what works for our body today at this moment and what doesn't. We'll change ways to move so that we feel good in our own body. Try to reconnect to yourself for what your body offers you. Every moment is different. Every day is different. And start to bring your hand now to one hand on your belly, one hand to your heart. We're going to begin our abdominal diaphragmatic breath. Breathing in, feel for the center of your chest, bringing down towards your belly. Breathing out, pull the belly in and bring this energy back towards the center of your chest. And start to feel the rise and fall. Breathing in, drawing the energy, your breath down to the base of your spine, your belly expands. Breathing out, Drawing your belly in, pulling this energy back to the center of your chest. Feel the ribcage are contracting, pulling inwards, belly deflating. Go ahead and do 3 more on your own. Breathing in, expanding your belly, ribcage to sideways. On your exhale again, contracting your belly, pulling the navel in, contracting your ribcage. Feel for your center of your chest rise. Taking 2 more very slowly, pushing this energy down to your belly, pelvis, expanding your ribcage. On your exhale again, pulling the energy from the belly up towards the center of your chest. 1 more, breathing in, all the way to your belly. Breathing out, draw your navel in, bringing this energy back to the center of your chest, and breathe out here. Releasing your arms by your side. Gazing it down and start to maybe open your eyes if you have your eyes closed. And bring your hands back to your heart space and connecting your thumb to your heart center. Reminding yourself that your intention to your practice today is to observe the choices you make as you're moving through your practice. Notice the choices you make that you do. Make sure the choices you make is serve you, serve your body. And your intention here to practice is to make you feel good. So then you can lubricate the joints, you can have better mobility, you can move through your day with more mindfulness. And we'll start to take a deep breath in. And a breath out, let it go. Breathe in, sweep your arms up. Breathe out, hands to your heart, and lower your hands back to your heart center. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale like you're smelling a flower. Exhale that you're blowing in air through the straw. Purge your lips. Take your hands out to a T. Internal rotating your right thumb down. So internal rotating your shoulder. Let this start from the top of your shoulder. We'll warm up our rotator cuff. External rotating your left. So palms are facing up and back, rotating through your shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Return, your palms are up. So I'm gonna bend your elbows so you can see. Go ahead and notice if you're bending your elbows is a little bit easier for your shoulder, you can do modification. Otherwise, you will straighten your arms. Left thumb pointing downwards and back. Internal rotating that arm. External rotating your left. Sorry, your right. So do the opposite of the other side. Looking down at your right shoulder or right arm. Come back to center. Internal rotating your right. External rotating your left. Feel free to bend those elbows. You notice that your shoulder and your neck are tight today. This is a good modification to take. 1 more here, coming back to center. Left arm internal rotating, right arm external rotation. Taking a moment just to notice how you feel on the shoulders, your neck, your arms. Are you holding tension in your jaw? Can you stop it? Come back to center. Lower your arms down. And holding the sides of your chair, we'll go into our side bend series. So now keep your blocks still where they are if you have one. So you're keeping your nice long spine. Right hand down to your chair, left arm reaches high. Option 1, keep your fingers reaching towards the sky. Option 2, bending that right elbow, reach your left fingers towards your right Breathing completely all the way until your lungs feel full. Breathing out, sink the left hip down to your chair. Breathing into the side rib cage. Feel for expansion. And massaging your belly as you exhale, contracting your internal organs. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower your left hand. Right arm reaches high. Hold that chair. Breathe in, reach, and bend your left elbow towards your side rib. Breathing out, go a little bit deeper. You can stay where you are. You can also modify shoulders. Some of us have shoulder injury or shoulder limitation. This would be a great choice. Or even bringing your hand behind the skull or your neck. Reaching your armpits up and away. And taking a full breath in. And a full breath out. Return yourself back to center. Shoulder shrug here, inhale. Exhale, side it out. Breathe in for 3. Breathe out. Breathe in for 2. Breathe out. Breathe in for 1. Breathe out. Taking your arms forward, palms facing. Interlacing your fingers and pressing your palms out. Stretching those fingers, your palms. Reach up, inhale. And exhale, round your upper back. Keep your chin to chest and look at your navel. Your block is still pressing at the back. Inhale, your back is pressing against the block. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, round your upper back, chin to chest. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, round. One more time, hug your chin to chest. Breathing in, rise up. Exhale, release your fingers. Ooh. We're gonna roll our hands. So start to bring your hands in Anjali Mudra and prayer position. And then flip it over and roll it down, up. Go ahead and do 5 in this direction. If your arms doesn't go up, you can also just keep it in front of your chest. It could be going down, so you're not elevating your elbows or your shoulders. Find whatever works for your body. And then reverse. Start to go backwards. Go backwards for 4. This feels really good in my wrist. I hope that you're feeling nice and at ease with this pose. Start to feel the wrist, lubricating those joints. We use our hands all the time. And then slowly release. Taking your right palms out as if you're going to hold the fingers down. We're going to really use the other hand to pull the pinky down first. Just take a breath in and a breath out. It's one breath in, holding the ring finger. Inhale. Exhale out. Your middle finger, inhale. Exhale. If this is giving your shoulder a lot of tension, then bend your elbow and just lower it down. Otherwise, you can take your arms and straighten it. Index finger, inhale. Exhale. Your thumb, inhale. Exhale. Now, pressing all your fingers down, inhale. Exhale. Release. Your left palm, holding your pinky down with your right hand. Go ahead and bend your elbow if it's too much on your shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Ring finger, inhale. Exhale. Middle finger, inhale. Exhale. Index finger, inhale. Exhale. Thumb, inhale. Exhale. The whole palms. Inhale, reaching the fingers down. Exhale, release. Sending your arms out in goat pose. We're gonna do a feel internal and external rotation. Pressing your arms up. So as you bring in your elbows, keep your spine nice and long. So we're not doing puff up your chest or keeping your long spine, just bringing your elbows in and feel for your upper back broadening, spreading the shoulder blades apart. And in here, can you feel your shoulder blades squeezing inwardly? Doing 3 more, pressing your palms together if you can. Exhale, separate elbows in the height of your shoulder if you can, or lower down a little bit. Do what you can. Keep breathing for 3. Pull your belly in for 2. Breathe in for 1. And then swing your right arm underneath you. Give yourself a big hug. Imagine you are stacking your left elbow over your right and try to kind of bring them close together. Feel for your upper back is broadening. Keep your back against the block if you still have it. And then take it to your right. Keep the back on your block and lower your right. Lower the elbows towards your right and hold. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to your left. Start to feel your obliques from the right and your left side. We'll do 2 more in this position. Inhale, exhale to your right. Keeping the block by your mid back or upper back. Inhale, exhale. So do not lose the connection between your back and the block or your chair if you don't have a block. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release this. Open up. Now puff up your chest, squeeze the shoulder even more. And then exhale, do it the other way. So it's right elbow over your left, left elbow under your right. So the other way. So now, giving yourself a big hug here. If you are able to, you can go into your full bind in your ego, but it's not a requirement to go into your full expressions, and only if your body allows you to get. So from here, I can still feel my shoulder blades are spreading apart. Let's go to the left side. So keep the block behind you, rotating very slowly, mindfully lower the elbow towards your left. They might not touch. Feel your sit bone root down to your chair. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to your right. Consciously breathing in. Come back to center. Empty your breath out as you turning and twisting to your left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, going to your right. This is your last one. Slow breath out. Breathing, come back to center. Keep your back against the block. Exhale, release once again. Open, puff up your chest, lift your sternum. You don't have to gaze up. You can look forward if your neck doesn't feel good. And then give yourself a big hug. Once again, right elbow under this time, left arm up. Giving yourself a big hug, we're gonna fold forward. Keep the block, maybe your block and somewhat touching your lower back, mid back. Forward folding here, and then come back up. Open up the other way around. Folding and hinging from your hips, pouring forward. Keep the block attached to your back. And inhale, come back. Exhale, release. Release the block behind you now. And we're gonna kind of work on our wrists a little bit more. Scooch your bum halfway so that your feet are definitely pressing into the ground. So I'm gonna scooch a little bit more because my chair is a little higher than most of the chair. So knees are stacked over your ankles, make sure of that. And then keeping a distance between your knees as if you're gonna squeeze a block in between. So keep that. Knees are straight ahead, like headlights. Sending your hands to the block. Now, if you don't have a block, you can also go ahead and do it like a prayer position. Having a block, you have a resistance there. Or a book, or boxes. So now we're gonna start with the fingers pointing upward. pressing your palms into the block, and then start to rotate. Notice my elbows do not move up and down. So only rotation to my range of motion. Some limitations on my wrist, and everyone's range of motion is different. And turning the block fingertips towards your heart, and then go ahead and do 3. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, bringing your tip of your fingers towards your chest. Do the best you can to press your palms into the block so there's a resistance there. Elbows still stay lifted to about the shoulder, height of the shoulder or lower. Taking a few more here, pressing your palms into the block. Start to feel your forearm, maybe your elbow creases too. Again, this will enhance your mobility in your wrist. And your elbows might get a little lubrications, the joints, and keeping your arms and your wrists healthy. Come back to center like you're serving a plate. We're gonna extend your arms forward. And then keep your elbows where it is. So I'm gonna show you the side. You're gonna bend the elbows and bring the block in front of your head. And then keep that reaching forward. It's actually asking a lot when you think about your activating your muscles. My block is a little bit heavier. So even if you have no weight, you will still feel this stretching and strengthening. Start to feel the top of your shoulder, so the side views are here. You're not moving your shoulder, you're moving your elbows. Keep the elbows in the height of your shoulder. Do 2 more here very slowly. And 1 more. And then bring it back. We're gonna rotate to your right. Twisting for 3, breathe out. 2, and 1. Bring it back to the front. Twisting to your left, make sure your legs don't move. Twisting to your left. 3, breathe out. 2, and last one. Come back to center and take it all the way up. Ooh, maybe reaching all the way, maybe not today, and you just serve your block somewhat in the front. Picking it up, lower down, pressing into your heart center. We're gonna reach up once again, putting something over the cabinet, straighten your arms, and then bring it back down to your chest. 2 more, inhale, full extension, reaching up. Exhale, drawing that back to your heart. And then 1 more, reaching up or forward, exhale. Now we're gonna rotate. Make sure your chin is right directly over your block, keeping your elbows bent. Inhale here, exhale, rotation to your right, and send your block down, lower down. Inhale, back to center. Bring yourself back. Breathing. Exhale, rotation, and send the block down and moving towards your left side. Ooh, really feeling that right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. And then release. 1 more here. Breathing. Breathe out. Rotate to the right. Notice one side may give you a little bit more rotation. One side is a little bit easier. Come back to center. And exhale. Breathe in. Exhale to your left. Release your block. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, release. Taking the block now really to use your inner thigh and squeeze it. Holding the chair. And we're going to do twisting. So we'll take your arms up. Exhale, move your arms to the right and maybe holding your thigh or chair. Notice I'm using my inner thigh to squeeze the block so that it all connected to my pelvis, to my psoas, and to my rectus abdominal as I'm twisting. Breathing, come back to center, reach out. This is your chair pose. Exhale, twisting, chair. Now we're going to squeeze the block so much. You will feel your psoas, you'll feel your abdominal working. Inhale, come back to center. This time, hands to your heart. We're gonna lean forward. Notice I'm not rounding my back. I'm shifting my chest, collarbone spread, and reaching the crown of my head forward. So it's like lengthening my spine. On your exhale, twisting from your navel, and then shift your arms back. Whew. Now you're in a full chair pose, as if there's no chair that you're sitting on. And you're doing Utkatasana, chair pose twist. Breathing, come back to center, we vault, chair pose. Exhale, go to the other side. Now you can go a little bit lower with a long spine. Go ahead and lean forward with a nice long spine. Exhale, go in and hold your elbow. So hold the outer side of your right knee or keep that left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Now, if this is too much, you don't have to go all the way to that full expression. You can just stay somewhat here. Lengthening the spine nice and long. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, stay twisted. Elbow can be outside of your left knee or go into your modification here. Come back to center, one more of your own expression. Reaching the crown of your head forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale to your right. Squeeze the block. Pull your belly away from your thigh. Inhale, come to center, squeeze the block. Exhale, twist to your right. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release those arms, release the block. Whew. That was a lot for your inner thigh, so that's really good. We're strengthening your inner and outer thighs. And let's do an external rotation. So if you have a strap, this would be a good place to put your foot, right foot on the strap. You're sitting halfway up the chair, make sure you don't fall off. So make sure that you are staying on your chair. Ground down your left foot in at 90 degrees, taking your right knee up and pull the knee close to your belly. Lengthening the spine, keep it very nice and long. Imagine someone is pulling you upward. A little strength on the center of your head. Extend your right foot. Keep that spine long. Maybe send your hand down to give you extra support. Maybe hands to hips. Holding here, if you want to challenge yourself, maybe left arm can reach high to your victory pose here. Flexing your toes, keep it active. Exhale, going to your hand and foot pose. Open it up. Modification. Knees bent. Don't go all the way if your hips are injured or any sensitive in your hip. If you just have your hip replacement, don't need to go all the way. Can be just somewhat here for a little open extension. External rotation, and then extend your foot out. Come back to center. Lifting up for 3. Find your expression in your victory pose. For 2, keep your legs straight and lengthen. For 1, lower down. Ooh. Take it to the other side, left foot stepping. If you have a strap, hands on chair, hands on your hip, or hands up high. Pick up your left foot. So everything kind of stays the same. Try not to shift back and forward. Hug your knee in a little bit more and extend your foot out. Can you ground down your right sit bone back on the chair? Arm can be anywhere. You need an extra support, go ahead and hold that chair. Flexing your toes here, keep your whole leg active, feeling the back of your thighs, your hamstring, getting a nice stretch here in your victory pose. Breathing in, can you center yourself without leaning back? Breathing out. One more breath in. And a breath out. Open out if you're choosing your full expression. Hand to foot pose. So come into that extended hand to foot. Grounding down the right foot. You're always welcome to bend the knee and not opening too wide for your external rotating. You can go somewhere a little bit smaller range of motion. Stay where you are for one. Either bend your knees to come back or straighten your leg forward for your victory pose for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Whew. Release your strap to the side for now, and we're going to bring your hands to your thigh. We'll do a seated cat-cow heel here. Breathe in, scoop your chest forward. Keep your elbows hugged in, open your collarbones, maybe look up and forward. Shoulder blades squeezing in, pausing here. Exhale, slowly bring your chin to chest, round the upper back, and find your way back to where you started. So your head is up last. Inhale, scoop your chest forward, depressing your shoulder blades down. Elbows hug in and maybe soften your face. Exhale, round your upper back, chin to chest, and come back to sitting. Your head will come up last. Do 3 more on your own. Go at your own pace. Inhale. Exhale. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes and really feel the breath in your body, how it feels. Pausing at the top and pausing at the bottom of your exhale. Enjoying this breath here. And notice the transition between your inhalation and exhalation. And then exhalation and inhalation, again, it's a flowy, even, steady breath, calming your senses, your nervous system. Your mind becomes quiet as you focus on just your breath. And when you finish the last round, come back to seated, open your eyes, and we'll come out from the chair now. So as we come out, I want you to slowly think of using the chair pose as a base. So your feet are grounded, holding the chair or not. You're gonna take your seat up, slowly using the inner and outer thighs to lift your bum away from the chair. And if you like, hands to your heart, lift your chest. We're gonna bounce for 5. You can always hold the chair. 4, using the inner and outer thigh. For 3, hands can be on your knee. For 2, and for 1, rising all the way up and out of the chair. Squeeze and tuck your bum once you arrive. We're gonna do that one more time. So we're gonna lower ourselves down and too close. Now you can see me better. Hands on your thigh or hands catch the chair once you're lower. Make sure your feet's about hip width distance. And here we go. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Barely touching your chair. Lifting up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and squeeze, tuck your bum. Lifting your toes, just your right. Lower your toes down, lifting your left toes up, the 5 toes. And if you have the balance, lift all 10 of your toes up, separate them. Squeeze them, and then separate. Just like your fingers. You can do with your fingers as well. It helps somehow to kind of control them working. Let's try to not use the fingers and just use the toes. And see if we can, without using those fingers to guide the toes, Separate them and lower them down. Finding the chair, and everybody will go to the back of your chair. So I'm going to turn my chair so you can see me better. So you'll be facing forward. Feet are separated and rising up from your toes. Start to paddle your heel down. Walking up. Notice your calf, ankles, any sensations there. So instead of investigating why you have those pain or why you have those sensations, this tightness, instead of thinking of that, we're just observing with curiosity. So pay attention to why you feel that way, and maybe the way you move during the day, maybe the way you sleep. You know, it doesn't matter how you get those pain, and just try to find a way to make those pain or the sensation go away or melts away. So using your breath and movement helps. Taking your right leg back, we're gonna walk that left foot right behind the chair. So your stand is about 2.5, 3 feet apart, very close. In your pyramid pose, your chair should be about in front of you. So you'll be grabbing the chair, hands to your hips, and folding, hinging from your hips, folding down. If you're too close to the chair, you can't fold. Some of us might be folding all the way. You go ahead and walk back, and then folding a little bit forward. So it's an intense stretch here. If you like to hold a chair or grab a block, you can set it to the front. Breathing in, breathing out, sending your sits bone way back, lengthening the spine forward. Crown of your head reaching. And some of us might be able to touch the shins. Maybe both hands go to the shins, maybe alternating. We'll transition here to a twist. Send your right hand to the chair, left hand on your lower back first. Breathing. Notice you're peeling your left shoulder away. Keep your square hips. Hips are square. Rotating your left shoulder up and back. Maintain the hips pointing forward. And then maybe rotate your head. Now, if that's too much for your neck, you can always look down or to the side. Inhaling. Exhaling. Breathe in, return back to center. Lower your left hand back to your chair or your shins or block. And slowly bring yourself up. Hands to hip or hands on chair. Walk yourself up. Take your right knee to your belly. Or hug your knee to your nose. Breathe in, extend, and give me a little hamstring stretch. So knees are pointing down, heel into your bum. Breathe in, bring your knee to nose. Exhale, standing up tall, heel to your bum, hamstring. A little hamstring curl. Inhale, point your toes down, knee to nose. Exhale, knee down. Hamstring stretch. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Kick your heel to your bum. And we're going to do 5, 4, 3, maybe tapping all the way, 2, full range, and 1. Either use a strap to hook the foot, or if you can catch it, so you'll be rolling down, and maybe catch. You can hold it this way, or you can catch the foot from the toes. If it's too much, just don't catch it. If you can catch it, bring your heel to your bum. Quadricep stretch. You can do that without. Just hold it here. You should feel your hamstring more. And if this is a little passive quadricep stretch, stay where you are. And then slowly lower down. Ooh. Kick the right foot forward this time. And then flex your toes. Now, what helps is that you have a chair, right? Pressing your foot against the chair, then ground down the heel. You should feel a hamstring stretch. Walk your left foot to train trap. So you're not in a tightrope. Both hips are facing forward. Lean towards the chair to intensify your hamstring stretch. And breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to center and set your foot back. So we're gonna start with the left side. Step your left foot all the way to the side of your chair on the left. Feet to train track, both toes are pointing forward in your pyramid pose. Walk it back out if you need more space to fold. Otherwise, either hold a pair of hands or hold your hips. We're gonna start folding, hinging from the hips and just folding in. Some of us might need more space to fold a little bit deeper. Go ahead and push the chair forward. And then set yourself down. Finding that nice stretch from your left. I think that's the same foot. Let's go for the other side. We'll switch. So it's your right foot to the right, left foot behind you. Sorry about that. So taking a switch here and lean forward, hinging from your hips. And maybe you caught me before, you notice that it's the same foot. And realizing how it feels, the back of your thigh. Without investigating, just noticing. And breathing into the back of your thighs to release any sensations. If you feel your hip creases or even outer hip, breathing in and breathing out. Finding a twist here, left hand in the middle, right hand go into your lower back. Keep everything square. Peel your right shoulder so at this side you will be able to see better. Keep your hips rotating from your navel and maybe looking up, maybe not looking up, just look down. Keep your hips square, keep peeling your shoulder and breathe here for 3. More intense here in your right outer hip. Belly turn, chest turn, shoulder turn. And then exhale, return back to center. Walk yourself back up. Ooh. And then take that left knee back in, bend your knees. We're gonna take the heel to your bum for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round your upper back, bring your knee to nose. Exhale, reaching back without arching. So we're just gonna bring the knee to nose, and then bring your knee to knee, and bring your heel to your bum. Just a little squeeze. 3, standing up tall. Kick the heel to your bum, stand up tall. 2, heel to your bum, a little squeeze. 1, standing leg is so straight and strong. Now you can catch your heel or ankle or your toes and bring it into your bum. So now you're coming to that quadricep stretch. You can also use strap to hold it on the top of your foot. If this is not accessible, just try to hug the heel to your bum in this active quadricep or hamstring curl. And breathing here. Breathe out, release. Oof. Send your left foot to the outside, to the back of your chair. We're gonna go into that calf stretch and hamstring stretch. Your right foot is still behind you, leaning forward. Again, if you don't need any support, what you can do is leaning forward, toes are pointing up. Notice if you might lose your balance here, just grab your chair. You always have something supporting you. Pressing your thigh down towards your knee. Moving your thigh away from your hip joints. Hips are still pointing forward, squaring off your hips. And then send your foot back down. Whew. Come all the way up and we'll take 3 rounds of sun salutation. Inhale, reach your arms up. Feet can be together or apart. Exhale, fold. Send your hands to your shins, halfway lift, lengthen the crown of your head forward, spine long. Exhale, bend your knees. Let it go. Inhale with a flat back, straighten your arms, reverse. Swan dive. Exhale. Either send your hands back to your heart or lower your arms down to Tadasana. Breathe in, reach arm up. Arms reach as high. Exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Inhale, push your sits bone back, lengthen your crown forward, collarbone spread. Exhale, fold, let go of your arms. Another way to come out is to roll up. So make sure that your belly is hugging, drawing your lower back, mid back, and upper back chain. Head will come up last. So whatever way serve your body. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart and bow forward, hinge from the hips slowly. This is the last one. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Either reverse swan dive or roll up. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take your right leg forward. Left foot walk out so that your hips are square into your warrior one. Reaching one arm or both arms up, bend the front knee. Square off your hips. Breathing in, breathing out. Reaching your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers or hold your elbows, coming into your a little back bend. Lifting your sternum up towards the sky. Pull your lower belly, ribcage in. Exhale, bow forward and fold. So if your chair is in front of you, it's blocking you, you can fold a little bit more forward, go ahead. Lifting your arms away from your lower back and maybe extend back to your Tadasana, airplane. Hugging your elbows or your hands back, come back, inhale. Exhale, release. Send your arms back to warrior one. On your exhale, hands to the chair and fly your back foot away for your warrior three. Kick your heel as the height of your hip. Point your left toes down. Maybe reaching your right arm. Maybe both arms. Exhale, find your way back. Sending your left foot behind you. Left foot behind the chair, right foot behind for warrior one. Bending to your left knee, hips are square. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, hands behind you. Go into a other grip. So if your left hand was on top, left thumb was on top. If you're having your full palms interlace, hands interlace, and then, or modification, holding your elbows, hold the opposite way. Lift your heart up, shoulder roll back and away to your gentle back bend. Exhale, pour forward from the hips. Folding in and lifting your arms and your hands away from your torso. Breathing and breathe out. Anchor your back foot. On your inhale, slowly come back up. Send your hands forward or reach towards your chair. Fly your right foot up to the height of your hips. So pointing your toes down, squaring your hips. Maybe arms can reach forward. Left arm forward. Right hand on chair. And then slowly send your right foot forward. Paddle it out. We'll find our chair now. We'll do warrior two on our chair. Bending your knees. Walk your right knee towards the right. So starting point is that you're grounding your right heel directly under your knee. You can stay here, a little bit bend on the knee, or planting your foot down, opening your hips in your full warrior two. Take whatever you can for your hips to open. Head, it's right above your tailbone. Open your arms, stacking your shoulder over those hips. Palms face up or down, doesn't matter. You can do both and just internal, external rotating the shoulders a couple times. Lower your left hand to your chair or your thigh, right arm reaches high to your reverse warrior. Looking down is easier for your neck. Breathing, find your warrior two. Exhale to your side angle, either resting your elbow or not. Left arm reach high. This is no support at all. This is a little supported side angle. Take whatever you need. Reach your left arm back up and then internal rotating your thumb. Catch the chair behind you for shoulder stretch. Breathing, opening the shoulder. Breathe out. Finding one more time your side angle. Use the strength of your core and your feet. Come back up. Warrior two. Exhale, lower down. Doing the other side. Toe heel, your feet back. Sending your left foot directly under your knee. And then extend your right foot out. Keep your hips nice and square. Open your arms out. Warrior two. Flip your palms and turn it down. Two more. Internal, external rotation. External rotating is when your palms are facing up. Internal rotating, your thumbs facing down and back. And then flip your palms. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Left arm reaches high and back to your reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze wherever is comfortable. Breathing in. Breathing out. Tracking your left knee open. Inhale, come to your warrior two. Exhale, go into your side angle, either no support or supported side angle. Feel for the energy line from your right foot anchoring down through your right fingertips, reaching up. And breathe to the side body. Inhale. Exhale, use the strength of your core and the leg. Bring you back up to warrior two. Exhale to reverse once again. One breath in, come back to warrior two. Exhale, send your hands to chair. Walk in to your goddess. So now you are legs are wide open, knees are tracking to second toes. We're gonna rise up on the toes, heels are up, and then lower down. 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you are safe. You're sitting on at least half of the chair. Right hand down, left arm reach high. Maybe glide it down to your shin. If you have a block, set it right in front of your thigh. But this will be a really good modification, or hold on to your calf. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left arm down, right arm reaches high. This time we're gonna reach back because we forgot to do this shoulder stretch. So reach back with your shoulder stretch, opening your shoulder, chest, relaxing your neck and your jaw. Come back, reaching your arms up high. Exhale, lower. Sending your shoulder in and out. Breathe in, breathe out. To do a little bit more, you can start to roll your chest in circle. Using your core. Breathing in, rolling into, going to a bigger movement. A flow to your left, chest to the right, and going to the opposite direction for 3. This should be really good. The twist in your shoulder, your chest, your core, and even your QL muscles, your quadratus lumborum is a very big muscle that connects to your lower back, your pelvis. And you can try to find that stretch every time you do side stretch. And you'll notice when it's tight in your lower back, shoulder roll back and away a few times. And then we're gonna set ourselves up for our last Shavasana. So toe heel your feet back together to touch. Sitting back. If you need a block to support your upper back, go ahead and set the block to the upper back where the shoulder blades meet. And then you can rest. Shoulders away from the ears, relax here, and close your eyes when you're ready. Arriving in your last resting posture, corpse pose, Shavasana. Allow the body to find a little bit more stillness. Connect yourself back to your breath, back to this space, back to this moment. Feel the breath comes in from the nose. Feel the breath leaves the body out your mouth. Natural rhythm. Returning yourself back to your home. No more efforts needed. Your work is done. Allow the body to absorb all the benefits from yoga practice. Let this moment be an anchor, anchoring into this peace, wide open space of consciousness. You are alert to your surroundings, your senses. You are listening and being attentive to what your body needs. You are patient. You are strong. You trust the process as you move through your life with ease, patience, love, and kindness. You feel grateful to be here, grateful for the life that you are in, and everything that you've been through. Each moment brings you a step forward to a place where you can cultivate more love and kindness to yourself and to others. Continue to feel this love from within. This peace begins with you. Start to emanate this love, patience, and peace within you to the world, to people that you care for and love. And bring your hands to your heart center. And taking a cleansing breath in and out. We will end our practice with the sound of Om. Inhale. Om. We bow to each other. The light in me honors the light and love in you. Together we bow to each other and state namaste.